Hello. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for your continued support. Yes, and same to you. Though, are you sure that price is good for your business? It's 20% more than what other traders paid. I assure you, they're well worth the price. Given the praises sung about Armorica's goods, I think they'll prove quite profitable. Oh, great, a businessman. There's no need to fret over my endeavors. I'll break even somehow. Confident as ever. Always a pleasure to work with you. Please bring your beautiful wife and son with you to the village next time. They're more than welcome here. Huh, I think I'll do just that. Take care. I'll be sure to come again. Yes, until next time. Oh, pardon me. That man just now.
He had the air of a traitor about him.
Sure did. You must have had some business with Armorica's head honcho. You all are?
Apologies for interrupting. We are looking for the chief of the village. Are you him by any chance?
Indeed I am. I'm Tolta. Are you folks tourists?
No, sir.
We're here to investigate the recent monster attack in the village. Oh, I understand. The folks over at the Guardian Force have stopped by a few times already. Unfortunately, they couldn't find any conclusive leads. I'm full of confidence now that you all are on the job.
This optimism is strange.
Yep, same misunderstanding as usual.
I've moved past the point of being surprised now.
Sorry, sir. I should have been more clear. What's this? Despite what you're probably thinking, we aren't from the Bracer Guild. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. I see. The Crossbell Police wouldn't have been my first guess. I apologize for the misunderstanding. The police rarely visit this village, so I wasn't really expecting this. On the other hand, bracers are always coming and going, thanks to Arios. You don't say. How can one dude be so popular, yet so dedicated to his job?
Bracers aside, Chief Tolta, can we get back to the reason why we're here?
If you don't mind, could you give us a rundown of the attack? Sure, I don't mind. It happened about 3 weeks ago, on the night of a new moon. A pack of monsters snuck into our village, laying waste to any crops they could find. Fruit, wheat, even our livestock was hit. Every household in the village was affected by it, to some degree. And there were no eyewitnesses, right? Yes, unlike the rowdy city folks, people here tend to go to sleep earlier. After all, we get up when the rooster crows. Because of that, we were all fast asleep. By the time everyone woke up, the paw prints and damage left by the monsters were clear as day. I thought as much.
Could you further expound upon why you think they are wolf-like in nature?
Ah, right. You see, the paw prints left all around the village were from some kind of canine. Funny thing is, some CGF members were scheduled to patrol the Armorica area later that day. Once we informed them about the attack, they conducted a search of the perimeter just to be safe.
But not a single trace of the canines was found anywhere. His statement seems to line up with what the CGF report described.
That's good to hear. Like I said, it's been about 3 weeks since that mess. By the goddess's protection, we haven't been hit again. To be honest, I thought this was a one-time issue. I'm sorry to hear that other locations have been attacked as well. It's true. Yo, I got a question. It's pretty awesome to see the villagers so chill after an attack like that. It's like the whole fiasco didn't faze them at all. Weren't your losses pretty heavy? No, it isn't as bad as you think. if you count the losses per household, they were relatively light. I thought it was much worse. This is merely a rough estimate, but I'd wager a total loss was around 100,000 mira. Still, no matter how much I try to downplay it, a loss is still a loss. It was a stressful time for the village. Thankfully, we were able to strike a business deal that'll help us recover. I'm happy to say most of our losses have been accounted for now. A business deal.
Was it with the guest that just left?
Indeed, he's a trader from Crossbell City. Over the past few years, we've maintained a healthy business relationship. After hearing about the damages, he's increased his offer by a wide margin. Bless his soul. You don't see that kind of generosity too often in people.
He sounds like a kind man.
A trader, huh? No wonder he was in that fancy getup. Gotta look the part and all, you know. Yes, well, considering the shape Crossbell is in, these damages are the least of our worries. Pardon?
Sorry, could you explain?
Sorry, that may have been inappropriate. Apologies, folks. Forget all that nonsense. Jeez, you can't just tease a man like that. That's like lowering a slab of meat in front of a dog and taking it away.
Agreed. I do not appreciate being left in the dark.
My sincerest apologies. The ramblings of an old man aren't too interesting, but are you still curious? Yes, sir. Please tell us everything you know. At this point, we'll take any lead we can get. Well, if you insist. Have you folks ever heard of the Divine Wolves?
Divine Wolves? As in holy wolves? I do not believe such a term exists in our database.
Just as I thought. This legend must be long lost in the city. A shame, really. Sorry, but what exactly is a divine wolf? The divine wolves are an ancient species of beasts that reside within Crossbell. Stories describe them as wolves with fur as white as snow.
You don't mean... Could these divine wolves be the culprits behind the village's damages?
Of course, there's no evidence saying that they're the culprits, but personally, I would not be surprised if they were. You see, the old legends mention that these divine wolves are not regular wolves, but holy beasts sent by Idios herself. Long ago, this land of Crossbell was a bloody place, rife with conflict. While watching over the foolishness of man, they would occasionally help the weak if they so desired. At least that's how the legend goes.
I can't believe I had never heard this before.
Something about this sounds familiar. I think I read a fairy tale about a white wolf when I was a little kid. I'm pretty sure I borrowed the book from the library. Yes, I'm sure the legend of the Divine Wolf serves as the basis for that particular fairy tale. As I'm sure you are well aware, Crossbell has undergone drastic changes in the past few decades. Once it became the center of trade in Zemuria, being influenced by both the Empire and Republic, Crossbell began to leave its history in the past. And with that, the Divine Wolf slowly vanished. Guess they were just fed up with man being dumb as usual. Well said. Those were my thoughts exactly. I believe that's why the Divine Wolves disappeared over the course of time. And if they have finally decided to return, I can only think that this is an omen of things to come. Why would you think that? It may be out of my place to say, but I feel that Crossbell City has been expanding too rapidly and too aggressively. Last time I rode a bus down to visit, all those changes left my jaw on the floor. It's as if people are so caught up living in the moment, they've forgotten to remember the past. That's how I see it anyway.
I don't know what to say.
Oh dear, I wasn't intending to lambaste you folks with a sermon. I just think it's possible that this attack might have been a warning from the returning divine wolves. I suppose if you interpret it that way, everything would make sense. But it looks to me like you all took the story a bit too seriously. Please ignore me. Those were nothing more than the ramblings of an old man who doesn't know when to stop talking. I wouldn't dismiss yourself like that. That was all valuable information, sir. I think I may even be able to tackle this case from a new angle. I guess it was worth it then. Well, back to the subject at hand. You came here to conduct an investigation, right? Is there anything I can do to assist you? Yes, actually. May we have your permission to ask the villagers about the incident? If it's just you four, it shouldn't be a problem. Noon, isn't it? Perfect. Most people should be getting back from the farm work right about this time.
Oh, goody.
Okay, let's get looking around. See if the mayor's got anything good. No?
Just like my husband, I was fast asleep when the beast attacked. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help to you. I have an idea. Why don't you ask the people who live near where the brunt of the damage was?
Divine wolves, huh? Wasn't expecting such an interesting story when we walked in there. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way we can confirm or deny their existence. Still, we can at least count them among our list of potential suspects.
I thought you might say something like that. That's right. The paw prints found at the scene of the crime confirm the presence of some kind of wolf-like beasts, but they somehow managed to vanish without a trace. It is certainly bizarre. If they left paw prints, you would normally be able to follow them back to their origin.
Right, chalk that up as another mystery. We're dealing with something that was able to elude the CGF's investigators. Well, if they escaped on a path we can never follow, that's kind of nothing we can do about it. No use in frying your brain over it, right? I suppose so. Alright, let's start with gathering whatever intel we can around here. And considering it's already noon, we might as well grab lunch while we're here too.
I can't wait. That hike really stirred up my appetite. Same here.
We could always grab a bite at the inn while we grab some info too. Oh, he's gone. Alright, time to start talking to people. Recently, our fields were ravaged by some monsters. To top it off, even our livestock didn't come out unscathed. Found paw prints of some kind of canine, but whatever it is, it's not from around these parts. Maybe they really were those divine wolves, like the chief mentioned.
Maybe. During the day, you'll find my husband tending the fields near the village. He's on his lunch break now. With all this talk of monsters and the recent attack, I wish he wouldn't stray too far from the village. I've been worried sick ever since that happened. I rarely let my kids out of my sight now. Did those wolves do something bad to the village? I don't really know what happened. So I heard Chief Tolta mention that divine wolves were the culprit or something. Psh, we don't even need to worry. If they mess with us again, the great Camille will teach them a lesson.
So full of yourself. Hello. My store may not have been hit by those wolves, but unfortunately the damages to the apiary still lost me some mira. The whole thing sounds so absurd when you actually think about it. I mean, if some monsters were behind it, shouldn't there have been more damage? I guess we were lucky. I'll need to give an extra prayer today to thank Adios for protecting us like she did. Huh? The attack 3 weeks ago? You mean, that one everyone's been making a big deal about? I was fast asleep when it happened, so I don't remember much about it. Plus, I heard, we've already made up the losses we took. Why can't we just forget about it and move on? I don't know if I like that attitude. Did we check this house? Yes, we did. Farmwork requires love and dedication. We make sure to treat every single crop like it was a child of ours. When our fields were hit by the attack, I'm sure you can imagine how much that hurt the village, right? Moving on. Alright, the only real place left is the inn, except for this guy. The morning after the incident, I found my truck covered head to toe by these ugly scratches. Goddess, this pisses me off every time I remember. This here truck's crucial to the village's business. Whoever did this has hell to pay. Anyway, these scratch marks definitely came from some kind of canine. Oh, hello. Such a pretty day. Oh, you guys here to do a little fishing too? Not exactly. We're officers from the Crossbell Police Department. We're here to investigate the monster attack that took place roughly 3 weeks ago. You don't strike me as a Armorican, but if you know anything about it, anything at all, I'd appreciate it if you told us. Oh, you came about that? If memory serves me right, I was trying to catch a python head around then, so I wasn't actually in the village. You can bet your horses I heard the stories afterwards, though.
I see. Thank you for your help. We'll have to find leads elsewhere.
Sorry I couldn't tell you more. But man, y'all have to travel all the way out here for police stuff? Not gonna lie, that sounds rough. Oh, that reminds me. You guys happen to fish? A day as beautiful as this comes once in a blue moon. Would be a shame if you weren't able to kick back and enjoy the sun for a bit. Oh, I can't forget about this either. This notebook is an angler's best friend. You can use it to record every detail about every catch, from color to size. Are you sure this is okay? Looks like you're giving us an entire starting kit. No worries. I'm a part of the Fisherman's Guild. Our whole mission is to promote the culture and the greatness of fishing. It's common practice for us to have a few beginner sets on hand, in case we run into someone interested in fishing. We stopped by their building before. I think I have a better idea of what they do after meeting this guy. Hey, this is a stroke of luck. Now we've got a nice hobby we can do between jobs or something.
Right. While one of us, not me, fishes, the rest can take the chance to rest. Rest is a necessity, you know.
From what you're saying, I'm guessing you two are still tired from your walk here. Now that I think about it, the last time I fished was when Guy first taught me. When Guy joined the police force, we never had much time to go. Maybe I should try and get back into it. If you're itching to try it out, there's a pretty nice fishing spot in Armorica. See that little jetty over there? Cast your line around there and you'll get bites in no time. Appreciate the advice. Thanks for everything.
A ripple on the water surface indicates a prime spot for fishing. After interacting with a fishing spot and selecting the proper rod and bait, Lloyd will cast his line. When the exclamation mark appears, quickly press X to reel in Lloyd's catch. Careful, the fish can get away with the bait.
Information regarding caught fish is recorded in the fishing notebook, so give it a look. So now we've got fishing.
Huh? You want to know about the night the wolves attacked? Well, I know it's been about 3 weeks since then. Sorry, I don't know much more. Remember much more than that.
Sorry, Armorican Carp, but you're about to get schooled. Alright, let's give it a shot. Wonder how much it's like the Sky games. Got it. I got an Armorican Carp. Ooh, and it spat out some wind sepeth. Maybe I'll take a little bit of fishing time. Do-do-do. 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 Here we go. And we got a rock eater. And it spat out 100 earth sepeth. One more. Tiger rockfish. 100 fire sepeth. Jeez. Man. Wow, I had 298 and 293. Now I'm up to 300. Jeez. Alright, to the inn. Hello. Omelet rice. Can't say I've tried it before. What about you guys?
I think I may have. The recipe is written right there, so we may as well jot it down.
Alright, start talking.
Mr. Hayworth told us that he's going to be heading home soon. Don't you just love him? He's so kind, genuine, and handsome. Can you believe he's married? He even has a kid. Oh, I am so jealous of his wife.
Huh? You want information on those wolves? Well, the fields that I'm in charge of were damaged a little, so that wasn't great. Bear in mind, no one actually saw the beast, so they might be smarter than we think. Hello. Your omelet rice is the real deal, Gofen. If I had could have a plate of this on my deathbed, I could die happy. Huh. Good to hear that the cooking is worth the effort. Excuse us, sorry to interrupt. Can I help you? Yes, actually. You see, we're from the Crossbell Police Department. We were curious to know if you had any details regarding the wolf attack. Can you remember anything at all? The incident 3 weeks ago, you mean? From what I remember, everyone had worked pretty early the next day, so we were all asleep by that time. If you think about it, it's almost as if they knew when exactly to attack. Anyway, the village was just unlucky. That's the only way I can make sense of this craziness. That's about all I'll be able to tell you too. Most of the guests I've talked to didn't see anything either.
That's unfortunate.
And here I was hoping for some solid evidence right off the bat. Well, that's how most investigations go. Answers only show up when you're patient, steadily gathering information.
That may be, but do you think we can take a break? My stomach is going to implode.
Oh, you folks haven't eaten yet? This is the perfect opportunity to get you four hooked on the inn specialty, omelet rice. The bill's on me. No, that's not necessary, sir. It's fine, just think of it as my way of making some new friends. Or just think of it as a marketing tactic. Next time you're in Armorica village, come stop by the Ash Tree Inn for lunch. Huh, can't refuse that generosity, can we?
Lloyd, we might as well take him up on his kind offer if that's the case. I second that notion.
Well, okay, I guess. We'd love some omelet rice. It'd be my pleasure. Why don't you folks find yourselves an empty table while I whip you up your meal?
In only a few minutes, 4 steaming plates of omelet rice were brought to the group's table. Lloyd and others, after savoring the deliciously simple meal, felt completely recovered from their hike to Armorica village.
So it heals us, even though we were just fully healed. Let's see. Alright, let's go. So, actually... Hello. Oh, you again. The one from earlier.
You're a trader from Crossbell City, aren't you?
Huh. I guess you heard about that from the village chief. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I'm Harold Hayworth. I run a small-scale business operation out of Crossbell City. Are you four here to purchase something as well?
No, that's not it.
Lloyd and others introduced themselves and explained the reason they came to Armorica village. Oh, you're from the CPD? My apologies. The Special Support Section. That name sounds so familiar. Where in the world did I hear that? Oh, of course, the Crossbell Times. I take it you read that article on us.
About that, please try not to let that influence your opinion.
There's no need to get all worked up about it. All I see is a group of individuals who are working hard in a newly formed division of the CPD. Sure, that article may not have been the most flattering, but to be honest, I thought it genuinely tried to paint your efforts as earnest. Do you really think so?
I suppose it could be interpreted like that from a more optimistic perspective.
Well, we sorta know the author. That said, I think you might be giving her too much credit. Anyway, you mentioned wolf-like monsters. One sec. Okay. I was just checking. I've heard talk of a similar incident that took place over at St. Ursula Medical College. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't anxious. Do you have some sort of partnership with St. Ursula as well, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I do. You see, I wholesale medical supplies to them every so often. Rumor has it that someone there was injured during the attack. Also, wasn't there some damage over in Mainz too? Unfortunately so. The Guardian Force is conducting patrols there as we speak. That's reassuring. Perhaps I should pay Mainz a visit as well.
Speaking of which, I heard you were more than generous with your offers on the goods you came to purchase today.
My, the village chief must really enjoy talking today. I wasn't doing it as a charity or anything like that. Armorica specialty items, especially their honey, received glowing reviews the past few months. I simply wanted to use this opportunity to leave a good impression on the people here. Nothing but a harmless marketing strategy. Not too shabby.
I imagine earning a client's trust is vital in any sort of business. If that's the case, you must be running a smooth operation.
No, I still have a lot to learn. I'm still a greenhorn in the realm of business. Also, allow me to apologize. I sincerely wish I had more pertinent information to give you. No, please don't let that bother you. After all, we should be the ones apologizing, taking up all your precious time like this. Not at all. Best of luck to you all with your investigation.
Chatty fellow. Not gonna lie. darn wolves sneaking into the village? Something that outrageous would never happen in Crossbell City. The entire situation sucks. Why the heck would my mom want to move to a place like this? The recent attack gave me quite the fright, considering how peaceful it was that night. I could hardly believe my eyes. I know we're living out in the countryside, but it's still a bit unnerving to see monsters wander into civilized areas.
Alright, as far as I know, that's everyone. There we go.
Should we put a hold on our investigation for now?
I guess so. Kinda sucks that we didn't hear anything useful, though. Set aside the eyewitness testimonies. I was almost sorry about that. I was almost positive someone would have heard some howling, you know?
It is strange.
Anyway, I think we've covered just about everything we can here. We should pay St. Ursula Medical College a visit next, so let's start heading back to the city.
No complaints from me, though I can't say I have any desire to make that trek on foot again. Me neither. It is not worth the trouble or pain.
You heard the ladies, Lloyd. I did, and I agree. Let's go check when the next bus arrives at the bus stop. Oh, come on, it was some valuable experience. We were like level 5 or 6 when we started that trek. Now we're level 11. Alright, bus stop. So the next bus comes in 30 minutes? Jeez, that's the absolute worst way. It's not too long, but still not short. I was wanting to grab a drink at the end, but that doesn't give me enough time.
Who cares whether that's enough time or not? Drinking on duty isn't appropriate.
Tio?
Is something wrong? No, I simply thought I heard something in the distance.
I
will try maximizing the sensitivity in order to amplify the sound. Please stay quiet.
Sure.
I am sorry, everyone. It must have been my imagination.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize. The sound you heard, could you describe what it was like?
Possibly. I could have sworn I heard howling.
Seriously?
As in wolf-like monsters? Please, do not get your hopes up. I likely misheard it. It could also have been a simple sensor malfunction. What should we do? Search the surrounding area for signs of wolves?
Let me think. Tio, what's the range on your sensors?
When operating normally, it should be around 50 sounds. However, in the presence of wind, sound waves can travel even further. The exact location is near impossible to pinpoint.
Damn, that far, huh?
But we still won't be able to determine where the sound came from.
That's okay. In the meantime, we'll just have to keep our ears open.
Do you not think I was simply mistaken?
No?
You said you heard it, right? Yes, I did say that. Still, it is not something the average person would be able to catch. Would it not be normal to think I am lying, or that my mind was playing tricks on me?
Maybe, maybe not. But we all know that you're 1 in a million, Tio Tot.
Huh? It's true. Plus, why wouldn't we believe you?
We might have met recently, but you've already saved us more times than I can count. I can't think of any reason to ever doubt you.
I apologize, everyone. That question was silly of me to ask. Please, forget about it, if possible.
Sure? I'm not sure if that's if it's that big a deal. Oh, you're still here. Oh, Mr. Hayworth. Were you about to head back to Crossbell City?
Yes, that's right. Are you doing the same, Mr. Hayworth?
Indeed I am. Now that I've picked up souvenirs for my family, I'm about to return home. Forgive me for assuming, but were you planning on taking the bus back? When does it arrive?
Unfortunately, it will be another half hour according to the schedule.
Hey, if you want to pop a squat and wait with us, we'd be happy to have you. Oh, I appreciate the offer, but 5 in total. There should be room, I think. Everyone, instead of waiting for the bus, how about you all hop in my car instead? I'll get you to Crossbell City in no time flat. An Orville car! Let's go! Wow. So what do you do when the bus has to travel against you? Man, this is spacious for a car. Thank you for the ride back, Mr. Hayworth. My pleasure. I was heading back to the city anyway. Man, must be awesome to own your own Orville car. How much did this baby set you back?
I believe a vehicle of this model and manufacture would cost approximately 800,000 mira.
800,000 mira? I can't even imagine having that much. Well, it's an invaluable tool for a trader like myself. I could take the bus, but transit time would end up bottlenecking business. So I decided to bite the bullet and buy a car.
I'm sure you had other reasons to buy it aside from business. For example, I bet it lets you get home to your wife and son earlier, right?
You caught me. There's the real reason. Got gifts for them and everything, huh?
Is this what people call the ideal husband and father?
No, that's giving me far too much credit. I often have to go on business trips, forced to leave my wife and son at home. How old is your son? He turns 5 years old this year. He's not quite at that Sunday school age yet, but he's filled with curiosity. In fact, his constant questions and desire to learn about his surroundings can be a bit overwhelming for his mother. Wow.
You all sound like a happy family.
Yes, we are. Besides, we have to be happy. Pardon? Oh, pay no mind to that, simply thinking aloud. Uh-oh, he's caught up in something. Look, we should be close to the end of the old road now. I'll be taking a right turn up here just as a heads up. So is this one of those cars that does not have seatbelts? Kind of like those very old cars. Doggo! Hey there! You were from the opening. Oh, not gonna follow us? Okay. Jeez. Oh, wow. So that's the kind of door it has. I mean, give it a couple more years, we'll probably have better designed cars. A few more years, more like a couple more decades. Thanks for driving us all the way back to the city. Oh, it was nothing. It was on the way, so why not travel in good company? Well, best of luck with your investigation. You have my full support.
Thank you very much, sir. If you're rooting for us, then please consider the SSS for any hired help you may need.
What she said. Remember us before you turn to the Bracer Guild, huh? Stay professional, guys.
How subtle.
What? Someone's got to do the PR for us.
Advertising is crucial.
I won't argue that. If something comes up, I know where to find you. Oh, I have something that might come in handy. Then again, as police officers, you might find it unnecessary. A city map?
A map of the city?
It's something I put together last month to guide tourists around the city, so I figure it might be useful as a city map too. This will be really nice to have when we're patrolling the city. Thanks a lot, Mr. Hayworth. We'll put it to good use. I'm glad to hear. Well then, until we meet again, good luck, all of you. Ooh, what a great man.
I agree. I never thought we would find someone as altruistic as Lloyd, but here we are.
I'm standing right here. Remember, he's a traitor. Not a traitor, a traitor. I bet it takes more than being nice to run a successful business.
Well, Mr. Hayworth and his business seem to be prospering, all while maintaining cooperation with the locals. He really stands out. Most Crossbell traders tend to trade abroad. We need more traders like that, I think.
Damn, he really is something else, isn't he? While he runs an honest business, groups like Ravache are as dirty as they come. That's just how Crossbell is nowadays.
Of course, there's always the flip side. But people like Mr. Hayworth show that Crossbell isn't all bad. He gives me hope.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, it's already past noon. How about we head to the next place?
We might as well. St. Ursula Medical College, wasn't it? Then we will be heading to the south exit?
Right, we can take the bus there. I hear it stops by every 30 minutes. Hey, that's handy dandy. Let's take a look at the bus stop then. Sounds good. St. Ursula. I guess I'm finally going to go see Cecile. City map can now be opened. Oh, if you are inside the city, you can use the map as a shortcut to travel around quickly. Oh! You can fast travel to the areas listed on the left side of the screen. Be aware that in some situations, fast travel will be unavailable. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I do like that. One sec. Okay, thank goodness for autosaves. Alright, I'm back. And oh my god, I nearly did something very stupid there. I almost went back and replayed like a good part of the Armorica Village stuff. Because of let's see. It was this one. The thing for the fish fillets. And it's like I didn't get any. Where are they? And it's like I do some reading and it's like, oh wait, I'm not at that point yet. Alright. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna go to the Orbital store. See what we can do. Hello? Difference between the red one and white one. Section power and something else, right? Oh, horrible business, man. Alright, see if we can open. Oh yeah, we can open. And then for Randy. There we go. None new, right? Actually, I want that mind. Alright, let's take a look at our new ornaments. Let's see, we now have one more space to work with everything. Let's give you... I think we should give Tio the mind quartz. Should give Randy an evade. For Lloyd, I'll give him the EP cut. And then I'll give Ellie a defense. Alright, so... Let's see, did we get anything new? Wow. Just a little. Unreal spectacular here. I wonder what I need to do to get Lot here. Heat wave. Alright. I'll have a look at that later. Let's see. Did I never report these? Oops. Why don't we go do that real quick? Alright, report. Here we go. Oh, I've been promoted, and I got the information quartz. Cool. Sweet. Alright. Okay, we got some money. Got 2,000 mira out of that. Pretty good. Hold on. Okay. I've been told something has popped up. So let us go deal with it. It's this one, right?